Hello, welcome back to iDigBeauty. Today I'm here with another wedding type of video. A couple days ago I posted our wedding highlight, and we got married March 2nd of 2019, and I just thought it would be fun to have another wedding video this week. I know that when we were planning, we had such a difficult time figuring out what to give as wedding favors. So I'm gonna show you actually what we did for our wedding favors, or what we considered were wedding favors. There are so many options out there and they're so expensive, and what people actually, love and gravitate toward and appreciate whenever they do get wedding favors at a wedding or even party favors, anything at all. Whenever you go to a party and you receive a little gift, a little knickknack, it is so much fun to be able to take something home and be like, oh, I got this at Lupe's and Alyssa's wedding, or anybody, anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what we did for our wedding favors. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that we did, and I don't have an actual bag to show you, but I am gonna insert a photo right here. We actually, by the sign-in table, which I know it's a tradition to put mints or something cute right at the entry of the guest, by the guest book. And so we had these little bags, little pouches made. Oh my god, my cousins and my mom, my sister, everyone. We stayed up so late trying to get these perfected. We are all very much perfectionists, so oh my god, it was so much fun. But we actually, instead of using the traditional butter mints or Tic Tacs, we used the mint flavored M&Ms, and I thought that was just a fun twist. And our wedding colors were emerald and gold, so them being green, it was perfect combination. So yeah, we put that by the signing table. The next thing, again, I don't have an actual product of the actual jar, but again, I will insert a photo here. We did have little jars with peanuts on everyone's table, and it said "Nuts About You," and it was just so cute. It's an easier twist or play on the jar of peanuts. Usually when people are drinking, they gravitate to wanting something sweet, something salty, not sweet. So we put little jars of peanuts on everyone's table, and who wouldn't want to take a cute little glass jar home with them, right? Okay, so the third, as a wedding favor, and what we considered was part of the wedding favor, is a gigantic candy table. Again, I don't have the actual product with me, but again, I will post a photo here. I am obsessed with candy. My husband is obsessed with candy, specifically sour candy, gummy candies, any kind of candy probably. So we had a really big candy table, and I'll also insert a little clip here of a boomerang where my dad and I actually made candy kebab to put on the candy table. We just kind of made it. We didn't have it like wedding tradition, where they use your wedding colors. I wanted it to literally be a candy land. I wanted it to be colorful and fun. So yeah, that's what we did. Also on the candy table, I did have cute little signs. So for the Hershey Kisses, we put kisses from the Mr. and Mrs. For the gummy, the sour gummy worms, we put I'm hooked on you. The gummy bears, we put life without you is unbearable. Cheesy, they're all cheesy, but they're so cute and so appropriate for wedding. You make life less sour. For any sour candy, that'll work. And then you are my lifesaver. And of course, these are for the lifesavers. We did end up using gummy lifesavers because those are one of our favorite candies. So yeah, the candy table. So the next thing that we considered a party favor, a wedding favor for our guest, is actually the open bar. We had 2 signature drinks. We did have other options. We did have beer, wine. We had lots of shots, but that's a different story. If you are interested in knowing about the shots at our wedding, please comment below. That was so much fun. I might have to bring in a couple people to talk about that experience though. If you're interested, please comment below. So for going back to the open bar, we did have 2 signature drinks. And this is actually the sign that we had. We had the Mr. Laidback and the Blushing Bride. The Mr. Laidback, I named it Mr. Laidback because my husband is so chill. He is probably like, he goes with the flow. He doesn't say anything. He kind of just, he's Mr. Laid Back. But the actual drink itself was the water moccasin. Needless to say, we did not know that the water moccasin is technically a shot. And we were serving it as drinks. Everyone loved it though, and it was very good. So yeah, and I'll list the description right here of what is in the Mr. Laidback. And as for the Blushing Bride, the actual drink for that one is called Woo Woo, and that one was also really yummy. And I chose that drink because it was like a pinkish color. Honestly, I had never tried it before, but it's absolutely delicious and you should really try it. Again, description of what's in the Woo Woo or Blushing Bride will be on the screen. Also with our drinks, so with the signature drinks, you did get a napkin, Happily Ever After, and then Mr. and Mrs. Rios, and then our wedding date. These are cute little things that most people probably don't think of, but they absolutely make a big deal in your wedding. The people who do notice them are very appreciative for the little details. So yeah, just little things that can help and be considered a wedding favor. Okay, so the next thing is a little bit vain, but we are at a wedding, so why not, right? Well, my mom came up with the idea of putting picture frames from our entire like relationship on everyone's table, and you were able to take the pictures with you. So we considered that a wedding favor. And so some of the pictures were like of us in high school. My goodness, what was he thinking? We were so young. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we did have the picture frames on the table, and you were able to take those home with you. A lot of your aunts and your uncles, your tias and tios and cousins, they absolutely want your picture. So that's a fun twist on how to give some wedding favors, right? And it's very inexpensive. So the next wedding favor that we had is the Koozie, which is more traditional. Happily Ever After, Alyssa and Guadalupe, and then our wedding date here. These are so cute. Oh my goodness, as soon as we found this color and that they did gold, we ordered them right away. The link to where we got our koozies will be in the description down below. So if you're interested in the koozies, yeah. Okay, so we're almost done. I have 2 more things that we did as a wedding favor, and the next thing is a photo booth. Oh my goodness, so much fun. To be 100% honest, we were going back and forth. Yeah, should we get one? No, should we not get one? We kind of felt like, oh, what if it takes away from the wedding? You know, what if we're consumed with taking pictures in the photo booth the entire night? To be 100% honest, I think I was in there for all of 5 minutes. And of course, the time that I decided to get in the photo booth, I missed doing the bouquet toss. So we had to replay that song. Anyways, a different story for a different time. But Photobooth, yeah, that is so much fun for your guests, and it is considered a wedding favor. They get to take home, you know, their picture. This is my youngest sister, my husband, and I. Oh, I love it. But yeah, no, the photo booth, yes, of course, you know, it's an easier again twist on a wedding favor. They're able to take the picture home with you. The photo booth company that we used actually gave us a photo album of everyone's picture. So anyone who took pictures in the photo booth, we did get our own copy, and they were able to sign little messages. So yeah, again, if you're in the Houston, Spring, Texas area, I do know that they travel, so if you're in the Texas area, I will link them below as well. They were very, very nice and so much fun to work with. And they gave you a copy of every single picture that was taken in the photo booth. So yeah, not only do you give wedding favors because they get to take their own picture home, but you get to keep a copy of everyone's photo to go back on. Last and final wedding favor that we had is actually a coloring book. I had a guy that I found from Etsy that does the Caricature Drawings, and I asked him if he could do our pictures, our engagement photos in black and white, and he agreed. He said yes. I'll link his information in the description below. He is on Etsy, and he was absolutely amazing. As you can see from our coloring book, he did do our cover in color. Oh, I love it so much. It says Lupe and Alyssa's wedding coloring book. He did such an awesome job. As you can see, we did insert a couple of like other kind of pictures, like, you know, decorating the cake, and then like a happily ever after car. I just thought it was such an amazing idea. I had never been to a wedding where they've given coloring books, especially not of the bride and groom, like pictures of the bride and groom. So I really did think that it was an awesome idea. I know when I told my husband, he just kind of looked at me like, of our faces? You want to give coloring books of our faces? And I was like, yeah. And once he saw the coloring book, he absolutely fell in love. So yeah, it was a really good investment because this was the most expensive wedding favor to do, but very worth it. Very, very worth it. So yeah, that was our wedding favors that we did for our wedding. If you have a favorite wedding favor that I mentioned, please comment below. And yeah, if you have any other good ideas for wedding favors, list them below as well. I mean, why not? You never know who might need that extra idea. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I just kind of thought it was fun to go over what we did for wedding favors and what we considered a wedding favor. I know when we were planning our wedding a little over a year ago, we really didn't know. We had like all these other ideas in mind, and they just didn't seem practical. These fit us very perfect, and there are some options that are very inexpensive, and then there are some options that are a little bit more expensive, but nonetheless, it was amazing. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.